upon a time, in a town of Owerri, there lived a beautiful, young, vibrant, and hardworking woman who came from a village to the town of Owerri to search for a greener pastures. A single lady of 30 years, her name was Obioma. Obioma had worked hard in her village as a farmer but didn't get anything in return. And she decided to come to Owerri to search for a business that would fetch her money. She thought of many things. Till one morning, she decided to start selling food. She got a shop and arranged the shop in such a way that it would attract a passerby customers. Obioma started selling her food business to the extent it was hard for her to sell her food. If she managed to sell 5 customers in a day, that means she's lucky. As time goes on, Obioma got frustrated that she started losing a lot of money. That made her to start asking questions and seek advice from people. One morning, Obioma started to seek for help somewhere, and that was to visit a ritualist in the village. At the initial time, she was not sure of the ritualist, but when she met a man on her way going, she asked the man to direct her to any powerful ritualist, and the man directed her to one of the most powerful ritualists in the village. When Obioma got to the ritualist, she narrated her ordeal. She told the man all her effort to make her food business to stand, but all to no avail. At the end of her story, the ritualist told her not to worry, that he's going to perform some rituals for her and gave her the instruction that she should follow and never miss any of the directions. The ritualist made some rituals and gave some concussion to Obioma and the instruction that she must follow and make sure that she doesn't miss any. The ritualist also gave her concussion, which she must take before going to bed every night, and every morning she wake up that she should use her first early morning urine and make food for her customer. And she will not lack any money again. And this will attract customers from every direction, and the aroma of her food will attract customers, including neighboring villages and towns. Obioma was so happy and thanked the ritualist and left. When Obioma got home, she thought of many things and how people will react because of sudden change on her business. She decided to move to another town. This time it was in Port Harcourt, where she settled and opened another food business where nobody knew how to perform this ritual. She followed the direction of the ritualist and gave her all just as expected. Her food attracted a lot of customers, and people who eat her food started asking her for her recipe, and she told them that there is nothing special other than normal ingredients that everybody uses, and her money too multiplied, and she was extremely happy. She never misses using her money urine at every first crop to make food for her customers. But there's this particular customer, anytime he comes after eating, he gave her a big tips, and she was very happy about that. But not long enough, this customer started liking her and eventually asked her out. She accepted and stopped dating and started dating him. But this her new boyfriend started coming to sleep over to her house. This worried her because she couldn't perform the ritual while he is in her house. Obioma loved this her boyfriend so much that she couldn't tell him to stop to sleep at her house. So she decided to sneak out while he is fast asleep. And Obioma continued this for a very long time with the boyfriend, without the boyfriend notice. She thought that she was too smart, that the boyfriend could not be able to see her one day. But one fateful night, the boyfriend came to her house to sleep over with a lot of drinks and gifts. She got so drunk and fell asleep. When she eventually got out, it was late, but she still performed the ritual. That day, she had zero customers. She became so worried and started going back to the ritualist again. But what this ritualist asked this lady to do will baffle you. Guys, please kindly subscribe to my channel at African Tales by Ifenkili. Like and share with family and friends. Turn on your notification button and stay tuned for more interesting and mind-blowing stories coming your way. Guys, let's continue. When Obioma got to the ritualist, he already knew why she was there. She asked him if she can continue with the rituals as before. He said no, that it cannot done twice, but there is a solution if she wants her wealth and customer back. She has to sacrifice a loved one. She was shocked. She said she can't sacrifice her parents, nor her siblings. The ritualist asked her to make a decision. Obioma got angry and told the ritualist that she had to go home and think about it, and she left with anger. When she got home, she was so sad that she didn't know what to do. In the night that day, her boyfriend came around to sleep in her house as usual, but she refused to open door for him. Obioma said to herself that she wouldn't like to speak or see anybody, and the boyfriend left after a long knock on her door. The next day in the morning, Obioma woke up feeling sad. She took her bath and left to see the ritualist. When she got there, she greeted the ritualist and sat down. After a long thought, she decided to sacrifice her boyfriend. The ritualist told her that there is no going back, and she said yes, without knowing the consequences of what she is about to do. The ritualist made her another concoction and asked her to wash her private parts with a portion and then drink the remaining portion before sleeping with her boyfriend, and the deed will be done. She took the concoction and traveled back to her base, and her boyfriend came to welcome her and asked her where she had been since yesterday, and she said that she went to see her parents in the village. Her boyfriend was so excited to see her. She served him food and asked him to relax in the bed while she go take her shower in the bathroom. She carried out the ritual as directed by the ritualist. After sleeping with him that night, he passed away. She buried him in her compound, and she sat on her grave that night and cried all night. The next day, Obioma got up and went to her shop. When she got to her shop, she went to the market to buy foodstuff for her food business. As she got to her shop, she prepared her food and acted as if nothing happened. All her customers came back and business was back on track, and she was so happy again. Weeks later, Obioma made a lot of money, and she was so happy to be in her usual position as before. Obioma decided to have another branch of her food business. But when she remembered her secret to the business, she said to herself, I don't need to bring anybody to manage any branch of the business for me, because if I do so, I may be caught and my secret will be exposed to my customers. And besides, I don't know the consequences of my next action if I do so. So she relaxed and focused in that particular branch. A month later, a lot of customers started asking her questions about her boyfriend's whereabouts, as they have not seen him for a very long time, and she would make excuses saying that she doesn't know his whereabouts. Months later, Obioma started having nightmares. Her boyfriend started haunting her in her dreams, and she couldn't sleep at all. And one day she decided to travel back to see the ritualist again to see if there is a solution to stop the boyfriend from tormenting her in the dreams. At the bus stop, she was told that the ticket was finished and the bus was full, and she forced herself to get a seat. On their way to the village, they had an accident which claimed a few lives, and she was among them. 2 days later, Obioma restaurant did not open and her customers were worried. They don't know her whereabouts, even her neighbors in the shop. Everybody was worried. They began to ask questions, but they couldn't get any news about her whereabouts. Days get to weeks and nobody had heard anything about her missing. Her neighbors in the shop began to trace where she lived to know whether all is well with her. Three of her neighbors with few customers went to where she was living. When they got there, they noticed that she was the only one living in that compound. They saw a new grave beside the small bungalow where she was living. They got confused and started asking questions. Is she dead? When they enter inside the house, they saw a lot of diabolic materials belonging to her and some of her clothes she normally wears to come to the shop. Obioma doesn't have neighbor. She was the only one living in that compound. This made her neighbors and customers to be confused. To the extent, they started asking themselves whether Obioma was a spirit or human. With this, they gather and plan to go to the native doctor and find out what really happened. On their way to the native doctor's house, they met a man on their way, and the man was shouting and crying. They really felt so bad for the young man. And when they asked him his reason of crying, he said he lost his son in motor accident a few weeks ago. When they got to the native doctor's house, it happened to be that the ritualist that Obioma had been visiting. They sat down and waited for the ritualist. When he came out, they narrated the reason why they came. They told him that they were looking for their neighbor who got missing since weeks now, and that her name was Obioma, the food seller. The ritualists have already gotten signs that Obioma died on her way, coming to seek solution from him. The ritualist laughed and told them that she died in motor accident on her way going to search for solution to her problem. That they should go and forget about her. They were confused and they left, but on their way coming back from the native doctor's house, they met a lady who asked them who they are looking for and why they are looking so sad, and they explained everything to her and even show her the picture of Obioma. And the lady shouted and told them that Obioma was evil, that she always saw her in that ritualist house where she always came for charm for her business, and how she killed her boyfriend who she sacrificed for her food business to be moving. They all shouted and said to themselves, "So we have been eating evil food." They went back home and disseminated the news to all her customers. They destroyed her shop out of anger and set her house on fire. Guys, hope you learned a lot from this interesting story. What do you think about the ritualist answer to Obioma's neighbors? Was Obioma truly in love with her boyfriend to the extent of killing him for money? Let me see your comments on the comment section. Guys, kindly subscribe to my channel at African Tales by Ifenkele. Like and share with family and friends, and turn on your notification button, and stay tuned for more interesting and mind-blowing stories coming your way next time. Guys, remain blessed. Bye.